All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn and my awesome and wonderful guest from the north of the United States here, I believe, Dr. Nikki Clarke. How you doing, Doc?
Oh, I am so blessed. Thank you so much for this incredible honor to be on
Woo.
your show. How are you doing today, Kevin?
Man, I am fired up, Dr. Nikki. One thing, man, I was listening, growing up, we learned a lot of things. We went to a lot of, prior to COVID, Doc, you probably did the same. We were networking everywhere. And one thing
Absolutely.
I heard a speaker say, you got to get excited about everything,
You
just get
did.
excited about stuff. Now you got to use wisdom and, we know what we're talking about, but you just be excited. Folks want to see, are you excited about even seeing me today? Yeah, I'm excited about seeing you today. You
I'm
don't have to be
excited.
deep. Yeah, amen. So, how are you doing today? And happy holidays to you.
Thank you so much. I am super excited about, wrapping up this
Yeah,
year. 2025 has been a
yeah.
year of so many
Woo.
lessons and blessings. So I put them together as blessings, and I've
Yeah,
grown so much. And I
yeah,
I do believe that, whatever I've been able to contribute to
yeah,
humanity, people
yeah,
have grown from it. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited about 2026 and
Yes,
see what's
exactly.
next.
Yeah,
How
I am
about
with you
you?
on that. Hey, I am same thing with you. I'm so excited. I got one of my mentors. We talk about the power of transformation, and he really encourages us to work on you. And I've been working on me all year. I ain't worried about nobody else, Doc. I'm working on me. And we ain't complaining about nothing. I ain't blaming nobody. I'm working on me. So yeah, we're in the same vein there, getting better each and every day. I like you say, just getting better and better every day. I love it.
Yeah, I call it the wow factor, working on wellness. And that's not an
Yeah.
overnight success. It's just an ongoing journey of just
Yeah.
trying to be a better version of yourself. Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. Also, too, thank your admin too as well to help put this together. So whoever I haven't met her yet, but tell her thank
Rochelle.
you.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Rochelle.
yeah, exactly. Want to give a shout out to that awesome woman of God as well. So thank you so much for that, Michelle. Appreciate you. Oh, hey, Doc, real quick before we open up. Hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us live as well. You guys are always with us on live. Thank you so much. I want you guys to share this out, but only after the interview, okay? I want you guys to listen to Doc today. She got some powerful information. Here's her website up here, guys. I want you to check that out later on. Take a picture of this as well, but I want you to go to the website later on as well and check it out, but then push it out. Okay. Push it out on all your social media platforms as well. And we're going to put a plug in real quick, guys, for those who have a television network, podcast, you guys got live streams, all the above. All my colleagues that got a program out there on the network, you need to invite Doc to your program as well to talk about some topics that she's excited about and qualified to talk about as well. So, guys, we're going to ask Doc right now. Doc, I want to have you share a few words of encouragement. As you know, there's a lot going on today on our planet. And if you would share a few words of encouragement, anything from your heart to the audience right now. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Yes, I'd be so happy to do that. And, um, every day above ground is a good day. That's the way I look at life.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you can be stuck in moments of self-doubt
Yeah.
and you're in a position where you feel like
Right.
there's some kind of darkness around you. So I just want to encourage everyone, and I wrote these words down. I hope
Yeah.
you feel them. I hope it resonates with you.
Yeah.
So I want everyone just to take a deep breath and remind yourself you have already overcome so much to get here.
Yeah.
Every season you've walked through, every victory, every heartbreak, every quiet
Mhm.
moment of strength has
Yeah.
shaped you into someone powerful, resilient, and full of purpose. So hold your head high, give yourself grace,
Yeah.
and keep moving forward, one step, one prayer, and one bold choice at a time.
Amen. I love it, Doc. Hey, guys, you can't do this by yourself. That's what Doc is saying as well. We don't do this by ourselves, guys. You got to have people around you. And, Doc, can you talk a little bit about that, just how important it is to have people around you? Don't try to do this by yourself. If you want to just encourage, even if you got to encourage yourself, call somebody and say, hey, I need a little encouragement. It's good. You talk about how important it is before we get started. Have some people around you to help you a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. It's really vital to have a community.
Yeah.
Um, and the community could look like family members, extended family. It could be
Yeah.
friends. I have so many new family members. I call them sisters from another
Yeah.
mister,
Yeah.
brothers from another mother, that kind of thing. Whoever you align with and
Yeah.
who support your values, your vision, who can
Yeah.
who can tell you the truth.
Yep.
Sometimes we need to swallow that pill of truth, the truth
Yeah.
serum, people, and say, okay, thank you. I know that you're telling me this from a place of love, and I'm
Right.
going to be growing from this. So
Yeah.
community will give you that. And it's just not, like you said, Kevin, it's not possible
Right.
to progress in isolation. I mean,
Right.
you can for a certain period of time, but you
Right.
really
Yeah.
will need to
Right.
revert back to that community to help bring you up. So it's important to
Yeah.
have that with you so that you can rise, and you can also, reciprocate as much
Hmm.
energy as you're asking, you can give back.
Yeah.
And, when I was starting my show,
Yeah.
15 years ago, I thought that I could do things solo. I
Right.
thought that, and sometimes it wasn't even about not wanting it. I was in a position where I was solo because
Hmm.
there
Right.
were people, Kevin,
Yeah.
who didn't understand my mission.
Right. Exactly. Same here. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So there was a period of me being my own cheerleader and having
Yeah.
to
Right.
build from within with my own intrinsic value of, I just want to accomplish
Yep.
this. I'm
Yep.
proud of myself, and I'm going to get to that place in the sun. But you have to always go back to the community to help build you up. So yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, I love it. Fantastic. Hey, guys, this is Power Connections with Dr. Nikki Clarke coming on today. She just encouraged you guys to stay fired up, guys. You got to keep it moving, folks. I got one of my pastors, Doc. She said, you got to keep it moving, folks. Some things, now you got to know what the differences is. But she said, some things are not that serious. Sometimes we over serious things. That makes sense. We take stuff too serious and then we don't move, right? We stay stuck. We don't, we stay underneath the sheets all day.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, guy, because there's a time and place for everything. The key is that I shouldn't be there 24 hours later. That's my point, folks, Doc. So thank you so much for that encouraging word today. Hey, guys, I want to get right to it here. Hey, Dr. Nikki, ladies and gentlemen, she is an entrepreneur, author. She mentioned, guys, a media personality. Can't wait for you guys to learn more about her podcast. And she's a community leader. We're going to talk about that today as well. But guys, she has been doing some powerful things in her lifetime. So I'm going to read her wonderful bio. Guys, you guys can go to the website. I'm going to read a part of it real quick. You guys can go to the website and learn the rest, okay? Because I really want to have her voice today. Hey, Dr. Nikki Clarke is an award-winning media entrepreneur, ladies and gentlemen, educator, accomplished singer, and songwriter and author and motivational speaker, as you can hear in her wonderful voice today, dedicated to transforming lives. That's what it's all about, Doc, is really seeing people grow. When people say, oh, man, I got it, Doc, I got it, that's a good thing, isn't it? I love it. So she does that through helping them through storytelling and empowerment, as you guys heard today. She is the founder and the host of the Nikki Clarke Show. Congratulations, broadcast of Afro Global Television, now celebrating 17 years of uplifting interviews with change makers across Canada and globally as well. You guys, again, welcome to the network, guys. Dr. Nikki Clarke. Doc, welcome again. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Amen.
And thank you for the wonderful introduction.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Hey, Doc, well, let's talk about you a little bit and see, let's talk about, you can go back to you as a little baby, if you want to do that, but how you grew up a little bit and tell us how it got you to this point in time, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was born in Jamaica, Kingston,
Yeah.
Jamaica. And I think a lot of people may have been hearing about Jamaica in the news from, the latest with Hurricane Melissa. So my family in Jamaica, they're well, everybody's good, they're resilient, and that's what makes Jamaicans who they are. They're
exactly.
Resilience. So born there, and my parents, young 20-somethings, got this invitation to come to Canada, and they said, "Yeah, let's go." Great promise of a land of milk and honey, and it is. And they came with me as a little girl. I was about 3.5 years old. We left warm tropical climate and came to Canada in the dead of winter. I think it was December in the early 70s when I arrived. So there was a lot of acclimatizing to do, not only to the new weather, but also to the language. We moved to Montreal, Quebec, which is a predominantly French province. So have to do a lot of adaptation and also understanding something that my parents were not familiar with in Jamaica, and that was racism. You know, we came as the only Black, the only English, the only West Indian family into a family of, it was predominantly French and some other ethnic groups, but certainly we were the only ones that were racialized in that community. So that taught me some very important lessons as a child to be very rooted in my culture, to be taught by parents about who I was and how I showed up in the world as a Black girl, what to expect, and to armor me with all that information so that I could move into the dynamics of the community and still hold my head high to withstand some of the resistance that came my way. So I'll give you a little illustration, and this will kind of paint a picture of what some of the blemishes of the early childhood experience was in Montreal. I was 4 years old at the time, I remember, and Saturdays was the day that my parents used to go and do a grocery run. So I was, in the back of my dad's green Pinto, pulling up to our apartment. And I was coming out of the back seat, and 4 years old, my hair in pigtails, and this girl who could not have been much older than me looked at me, called me the N-word, and punched me in the mouth. So my parents were just shocked. My father was incensed. He, ran after the little girl. She ran in another direction. My father went to find her parents and speak to them. And then my mother picked me up, and she was very emotional, and she took me inside the apartment. And I was just stunned, Kevin. I just didn't know what was going on. I didn't feel any pain. I was just like, what's really happening, Yeah,
exactly.
So my mother was emotional. My father came back into the home, and he was emotional. And I was more worried about them because I didn't really have no conception of what was going on. The only thing I understood was the rage. And I understood that I may have done something bad. So I wanted my parents to explain to me what was going on so I could make it better. So I said to my parents, why did the girl hate me? That's what I understood. And my father tearfully, I think that was probably the second time I've seen my father cry, very stoic man. The very Reverend Father Peter Clarke, shout out to him. He's a minister in Jamaica. He said to me, you're a very special girl. You're precious, you're beautiful, but you are going to have to face these situations. At times. People who don't understand your beauty and your uniqueness, and they're going to look at you and judge you that way. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to be the smartest. And you're going to have to excel in whatever you do. And that was that. So that set the tone for what I had to do moving forward, Kevin. I just had to excel because I was under a microscope. I was under the scrutiny in my classes. I was the only Black girl for a number of years until maybe high school, where it just became more multicultural, that I was always going to be watched. So if that was the baseline of what I was going to do, then I had no choice but to be excellent. So this cultivated the Black excellence in me. And also my parents took the time because they understood that this period of resistance that I was in, this environment, it could have easily broken me if they didn't take the time to point to me my identity as a Jamaican. So I learned a lot about Marcus Garvey. I learned about philosophy. I learned about what was happening in the United States. I knew about Angela Davis at 12 years old. I knew about Malcolm X. I read his book at 11. I understood Dr. Martin Luther King. I met the Reverend Jesse Jackson at 15. So this was a girl who was loaded with Black history from parts of the diaspora. So so here I am, this bubbling activist. But what I understood too through the activism that was about to be launched later on in my life, that I also had a desire to uplift voices that were often unheard, because there were situations that I was made to feel othered. And sometimes in classes, I had teachers who would not allow me to speak in class. I had my hand up, Kevin, with the answers when the other children couldn't answer the question.
Exactly.
And I was not asked to speak. So those all cultivated and shaped the woman that I am, that I would, when I had the opportunity, I would create a platform so that people's voices could be heard from every walk of life, not singling anybody out, not favoring anybody, but everyone had a chance. And I would also be very mindful too of people from the diaspora and giving them showcasing so that they could really come to a place where they felt safe and they could share with dignity and pride.
Powerful.
That's my early experience that made me who I am.
I love it. That's powerful. Hey guys, I hope you all heard the power of parents, man. I love that about your parents, man. Shout out to your parents, because that was a pivotal point when they explained to you what was going on, but it doesn't define you. I love it. That's the difference right there, Dr. Clarke, that your parents explained it to you, not just rubbed it off and try to get it all fixed up, which is fine too, but they explained how to empower you even as a young child. That is incredible. That explains a whole lot right there, why you're there, why you're here today. That is great. Oh, that's wonderful. What a great.
This is one parent, Kevin. You know, you may not have two, but if you have one strong parent that can empower you that way, that'll take you so far in life.
Absolutely. Hey guys, mom and dads out there listening right now, you need to encourage your children, okay? Encourage them. Let them know. Find out about their day, right? What's been going on, and diffuse it quick as possible, okay? Diffuse it, change it. The narrative, matter of fact, I wrote down mindset, how important that is today. And you had that early as much as possible, but your parents help you shape your mindset. Dr. Clarke, that was powerful, man. Very important. I wrote that down because that's important. Yeah,
absolutely. They actually demonstrated, now that I think about it, candid conversations that I would have later on the show. And they also provided the resources. So I think that's very important too with parents. Not only do you show, but you share, you give examples, you give illustrations, and you also demonstrate humaneness. And that's what I've done with 3 children, was that, I can say to my children, mommy, she didn't do it that well this time, but I'm going to do it so much better. But this is what I learned from it. And I
love it.
A world of difference.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I was going to ask you about the aha moment, but I just heard it. So we just heard your aha moment was when your dad spoke to you and you took it. I mean, you understood it, you grew up with it, and all the above. That is incredible. Because I always look for the difference. What's the difference that keeps people from doing something different than what they could have done, And most of the time, it's the way they've been brought up. It could have been an auntie, right? It could have been a grandma, grandpa, or uncle, somebody in your life that says, let me explain what just happened. And this is how you handle it. Here's how you don't handle it. So that was powerful, Doc. So that explains the media side then. You getting into media, being an active person in the community, and all the above. Well, Doc, what motivates you though every day? That's important to know. What motivates you though, even after all of that good information from your parents and colleagues and so forth? What motivates you every day?
What motivates me is my desire to push humanity forward, but I do that through showing up authentically. And that was shown to me from my community, my parents, my genuine friends. Also, the church played a very important part of my life. I'm a PK, so I spent a lot of being involved in church activities and also learning how to give back by um, initially I was voluntold by my
Yeah.
parents to
Right.
go
Right.
ahead and help this, but then
Yeah.
it just got developed in me that I actually like
Yeah.
giving and
Yeah.
sharing and helping. So with that kind of, you
Yeah.
know, already built in me, then
Yeah.
waking
Yeah.
up and making an intention that, okay, how I'm going to deliver this
Yeah.
warmth, love,
Yeah.
is just
Right.
by being myself
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
by being an active listener to find out what
Right.
people need.
Yeah.
Sometimes we deliver help that people don't need. I've learned
Right.
that lesson. So
Right.
it's good to ask and say, how can I help you? And
Yeah.
then deliver. And there's
Yeah.
it's not about how much or how little, it's just doing the
Right.
best you can,
Yeah.
and then there are
Exactly.
going to be days where you're going to need to have your cup filled up. And that's where
Right.
you need to slow down.
Yep.
And I tell people it's okay to rest. Don't feel guilty about
Right.
filling it up. And whatever self care or self love looks like is what you
Hmm.
need to do. Healthy
Yeah.
ways of, pouring back into your cup so that you can give out again. And then as with all the good energy that you give out, it's
Yeah.
just a blessing to see it come back in some
Yeah.
capacity. So it's a
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh,
cycle.
yeah, it is. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, we're talking to Dr. Nikki Clarke, guys. She is a powerful individual. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, for those who are just joining us, who may not have known earlier, guys, she is a wonderful, wonderful activist, guys. She's an entrepreneur, author, media personality, and community leader. We've been talking about that area a little bit as well. Also, too, Doc, as you've been helping folks in the time you started here, any without necessarily mentioning names, but any aha moment, or to say any thing that stand out from your activism, if you will, anything that stand out that you like to share, like a little quick story maybe of some success or change in life?
That's a great question. Well, I have to say when I started the show in 2008, it was
Gotcha.
based on a whim, and maybe the idea is to start a hobby. I was
Yeah.
teaching at a college in the Faculty of Early Childhood Education and Community Development,
Yeah.
and I had an opportunity to do a show online, and that was before online became a thing, Kevin.
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha.
Mid 2000s. And I thought, well, this is a really fantastic way of,
Yeah. Yeah.
sharing information. It's like a highway of information. There are no
Yeah.
boundaries, no barriers.
Wow.
So people can
Yeah.
reach you and you can reach them all
Yeah.
across the world. I thought this is a great idea.
Yeah.
So I signed up to be an online media presence 2008,
Yeah.
and on Saturdays. So Saturdays, I took on this media persona called Nix on the Mix.
Oh, I
Um,
love it.
Saturdays, 8 o'clock, keep it locked. So that was my tagline. And then Monday to Friday, I was Miss Nikki Clarke. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a really neat balance. I can be,
Yeah.
corporate and be a good teacher. And then on Saturdays, I could address my creative, needs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
things changed after I had a few guests. One of my first guests was a young man that reached out to me on Facebook. I had met him
Yeah.
that summer of 2008 at an
Mhm.
open mic. And I thought, well, it would be nice for him to come on the show
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the show was about, inviting artists,
Yeah. Right.
anyone who had a positive message. And I thought he was a
Right.
great singer. So he
Yeah.
reached out to me, he said, Miss Nikki, can I come on your show? And I said, it's live. So make sure you got your
Right.
sound,
Right.
because it could be embarrassing, if
Right.
everyone hears
Yeah.
something
Right.
off
Crazy.
pitch.
Crazy
So,
stuff. Yeah.
so he came on the show and he blew everybody's mind. And then wouldn't you know, Kevin, that he would become the internationally known The Weeknd a few years later. So Abel, a
Wow.
19-year-old, later became The Weeknd. And that
Wow.
really opened up my eyes that this show
Yeah.
wasn't just a hobby, that it was actually going to
Right.
be maybe a kingmaker or a
Yeah.
kingmaker, and that
Yeah.
there were destinies tied to what I was doing. So I made that.
Yeah.
It was a hard decision because I love teaching, to
Mhm.
do the teaching well or to do the
Yeah.
newfound
Yeah.
passion that I had
Yeah.
well. And I said, okay, I've got to say goodbye to the classroom. And I went full force, dipped right into the media world, and haven't looked back. 17 years later, I really learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about people are doing in the community and how I've been able to support them. So it's been an exciting mission. I kind of look at it as a ministry, although it's secular, anyone can come on the show. But as long as we have the common denominator, which is positivity, and if they're willing to have that candid conversation with me, like my parents did when I was a little girl, then we can learn from each other, and people who are tuning in can learn from this cathartic release of emotions, and they can be healed, and the person sharing and packing can heal it well. So I'm thinking, wow, this is cool. I have a really amazing job where I could just listen and learn so much. And I've interviewed over 1,000 people in a span of 17 years, and Kevin had no idea that this would be what it was, but I took a leap of faith, and here we are. And the show has won a number of awards, which I am very, very grateful and eager to have received them. But I'm at a place right now, too, that I want to give back. I'm close to 20 years online, so I am working with high schools and other college and universities to mentor young men, young women who want to come into this media space, whether they're behind the scenes or they want to do something like be a host. I'm giving them what I've learned, the wisdom, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm willing to share with them so that they can take it and they could do the same thing in their own time.
Oh, I love it, Doc. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn, my wonderful guest, Dr. Nikki Clarke. Hey, guys, we're talking about her wonderful life right now and what she's doing around the globe to help people as well. I always got to have our young people involved. As you know, Doc, you mentioned our young adults today. We got some young adults. They are so brilliant, man. They're brilliant. They're looking for opportunity, looking for business. They're looking for podcasts. They're looking to run their own show. If you would, you could say a few words to our young adults today about maybe activism, right? Being involved in their community, also being involved in the voting system, if you will, however you want to do that, but definitely about community activism, about giving back and learning how to better our community. Can you talk to our young people a little bit from your perspective on just that?
Thank you. I was mentored by a community activist. So I think if you want to be in that same space, look for a mentor. Mentors are very important. So you can find them through your schools or maybe your place of faith or your parents or extended family. Find someone you resonate with and someone you look at their life, how they move, so to speak, and how they can, pour into you. So finding a mentor is very important. And then finding what is your passion. What is it that you like to do? And then when it comes to community activism, what really speaks to your heart? What moves your heart way that really you cannot ignore, you can't walk away from? For me, it was always in the space of the diaspora, but it could be something different for different people. So find out your passion. Find your mentor and then just start. You don't have to have a certain title. You don't have to have a certain amount of assets. Just get started. A change agent looks just like you. As long as you're ready and as long as you are capable, you can do it. So just get started. If you don't understand everything, that's okay. You'll figure it out once you get in as long as you get immersed in it, everything just comes into alignment. So I think those are one of the biggest stumbling blocks for people to get involved is they think they don't have anything to give or they don't have the right credentials or they don't have it's always the fear of the self-doubt. But just get started is all I could say. And then you're going to find yourself falling in love with the mission, maybe the people that you're working with. And it's just going to open up your mind so much and really help you develop life skills that you probably wouldn't be able to learn in the classroom. The hands-on experiences, the conversations are just I mean, just incredible. And I have to say that I'll give you an example. When I went to Catholic school, I went to a Catholic school for girls.
Mm-hmm.
We had a course called social service. Was it social service? Something with social.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what that meant was you had to volunteer a certain amount of hours every week.
Go, right there. There you go.
I think some of it now in some high schools where you need to do a certain amount of hours to graduate.
Right.
Anyway, so they gave us like a list of people to give our time to. Mm-hmm. And my best friend at the time, we thought it would be a really good idea to help out with special needs. Yeah. So, okay, 15-year-olds teaming together and helping out this young man, but he was maybe 12 or 13. And they gave us some idea, but you don't know until you're in it what you're going to be doing, the personalities involved, the whole scope of what you're doing. That lesson really helped us as teachers later on. We ended up being teachers.
It
was that early preparation that's like gave us a lot of empathy on how to deal with situations.
Right. Powerful. I love it, Doc. Powerful. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, because working with people, folks, you have to have patience, right? You got to have that love in there, folks. You got to have understanding and guess what? You got to listen more than you talk sometime, as well. So all the above, Doc. That is incredible. Matter of fact, I wrote down some stats for another podcast earlier. Right now, this is the world population, folks, about 8.3 billion people, right? Internet users, folks, Doc, people on the internet right now, about 6 billion people online right now doing something, and then that's about 73% of the population. But guess what, guys? We got males. These are males around the world, 4 billion, right? And the other 4 billion are women. So it's about half and half on women and men on the planet. But guess what? Each one of those people have their own little worlds. They got their own little worlds going on. So you got to understand their little world before you can help them out sometime, or maybe you don't even help them out, But that's what the community is all about, folks, is helping others grow. And that's what Doc does, guys. Hey, we're talking to Dr. Nikki Clarke, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to go to her website. I want you guys to check it out. It's powerful, folks. And she's got a lot of great information there as well. Matter of fact, if I went through the website, it'll take up the whole hour really just to do that. So we thank you so much. Powerful. Yeah, exactly. Some great information there. And you guys can learn from that as well.
I love what you said about the number of people across the world and the rich they can bring in their community. I call it an ecosystem. Yeah. So if you're very astute, if you're able to build those bridges, you can bring ecosystems together.
Right. And,
that to me is exciting.
Yeah, it is. And plus we're learning from people, man. What a great tool that we're on right now. I couldn't bring out my Learjet to pull you in Atlanta today so he could interview you. So we got you on Zoom, Isn't that wonderful? So saved me a lot of money today, Doc, trying to pull you in here, fly in, for an interview today. So it's powerful. So we thank God for the technology.
Power of connections. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. We're excited. So guys, we're talking to Doc about her wonderful activism, her podcast, and all the above. Doc, I was going to ask you what type of, for next year, guys, you get ready because she's going to be blowing up some stuff next year as well. But what type of speakers do you look for your podcast?
That's a great question. I find the trend is a lot of entrepreneurs come on the show who maybe in the startup stage they're looking for a place to launch their business, their product, their services. But we have nonprofit organizations. The executive directors come on and talk about their missions and how we support them. We have entertainers, love performers coming in and singing on the stage. We've got a great stage in Toronto. Our studio there is equipped with all the great lights and cameras and sound. So that's pretty much it.
That's great.
Can come on the stage as long as they have a powerful, positive message.
Oh, I love it. You was talking about your wonderful parents as well. Now, tell me about the singing, though. Now, did you sing? Where'd the singing come from in the family? That's powerful.
we have a musical family,
Okay.
from probably
Yeah.
both sides. But I would have to say the biggest influence came from my father, who
Yeah.
played a lot of jazz and
Ah, there you
and
go.
R&B and soul from the 50s and
Yeah.
60s and
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
Um, he had a very eclectic musical collection. He also had hip hop and rock
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
reggae. So
Yeah.
Saturdays was the day that we had a semi-detached. So my mom on Saturdays would be cooking and cleaning,
Mhm.
and she
Mhm.
would send myself, my father, and my two brothers to the basement so we could just whoop it up so she could just be left alone to cook and, and
Right.
take
Right.
care of the house.
Right.
And
Exactly.
Saturdays when my dad used to play all this music, and I would sit by his woofer speakers and I would memorize the songs and sing along to like Etta James and Al
Yeah.
Green and Michael
Right.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so what happened was I developed, someone said an encyclopedic kind of memory of
Yeah.
music, which I have a lot of musical trivia, but I also have
Right.
a good ear that I developed, and I ended up trying to sound
Yeah.
just like that person. how
Right.
how it
Right.
developed how it developed kind of from a theory basis, that I went to the Royal Conservatory of Music in Montreal
Yeah.
as a child, and I learned music to be classically trained as a vocalist. And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
in church, also in school choirs, I
yeah.
developed that
Yeah.
voice. But then
Right.
Michael Jackson,
Right. Right.
and all
Gotta
those
hit those
great
notes.
entertainers, SOS Band, and
Yep.
all those
Yep.
great bands out of the 80s.
Yep.
And I'm just like, wait a second. I think I just want to focus on R&B and soul. So
Yeah.
that's where it came from. Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have created what's called an acoustic soul session, and
Mhm.
I perform, yeah, from the 50s to the
Yeah.
80s soul
I
songs.
love it. That's great. That's wonderful, Doc. So, Doc, do you travel now when people want you to come and then pay you to come to an event? Do you travel around the country, around the provinces
Sure do.
and singing?
I sure
That's,
do. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
if you have a venue, I'm willing to come and visit. Definitely, and
Yeah.
bring some soul.
Amen. Amen. Y'all heard it, right? Right there. Y'all heard it. Y'all need to book Doc next year. Of course, this year pretty much gone, but next year you need to book her for any events that come up, guys, professional events, guys, and of course, all kind of major business events, things like that. I know you guys are looking for speakers and you're looking for entertainers as well. So that is wonderful, Doc. Doc, tell us about your authorship. How many books you got? You got some books out there as well?
Yes, I have. I think it's
Wow.
about my seventh book, and
Yeah.
I'm excited of
Wow.
the last two. I published a book called The Paperclip Princess, Juneteenth,
Yeah.
2024, and
Yeah.
it was uh, it was a book loosely based on my life as a creative child.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
protagonist is an 11-year-old girl, Keisha, who discovers that she can make jewelry out of found items in the house,
Yeah,
particularly
exactly.
paper clips. So she designs these pieces of jewelry, and it becomes a hit. So she learns how to
Right.
develop a business from it. So the book is about identifying creative kids and also helping them explore entrepreneurship at an
Yeah.
early age. And that was me.
Wow. That's
So
good.
that's been doing well. It's
Yeah.
available online on my website. It's also in chapters, Indigo Bookstores, which is the Canadian equivalent of Barnes and Nobles. It's available
Yeah.
in all bookstores there. And then I also published the Black Canadian History Coloring Book, which is for all ages.
Yeah.
And it's a book about notable Black movers and shakers. I have Harriet Tubman. I have Dr. Martin Luther King
Yeah.
Jr. As Examples, and then we also have The Weekend, and we have Dr. Jean Augustine, and we have other great Canadian
Yeah.
Black movers and shakers. So that's available as
Yeah.
well online. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I have to
I
give you a
love it.
copy. I'm going to get your address and send you a copy of the books, Kevin.
Yeah,
So
thank
you
you so much. I can't wait to get it and can't wait to have you on next year as well. It's going to be powerful. I love it. Love it. Hey guys, this is Power Connections. You can see why I got Dr. Clarke on, right? She is a power player. She is a power player, folks. That's what it's all about. And we thank her so much for being with us today. Hey, for those who are just joining us, Doc is an entrepreneur, author, media personality, and community leader. Guys, more information, details about her on her website. And guys, I want you to also invite everybody on the planet that listened to my voice here. You need to invite her on your podcast, on your stream, on your live, on your television networks, guys. Some of y'all got television stations out there. You need to invite her on your network as well, especially at the North American continent, for sure. No doubt about that, and globally as well. That is incredible. Well, Doc, this is great. I'm so excited about that. I wanted to, also two people want to follow you. Are you on social media? Obviously you are. What other social media platforms are you on?
Absolutely. But before I share that, I just want to say that I would love to invite you on my show, Kevin.
Yeah, looking forward to
it. From you and get all the pearls of wisdom from your journey as well. So that's an invitation right there. And we'll follow up and get that organized. But I just want to thank you again for giving me this fantastic opportunity to talk about me, which I don't often get a chance to do. So thank you.
Right. Absolutely. It's all about you. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm on Instagram it's at Nikki Clarke Network. I have a website called it's NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.
Yeah.
I'm also on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, The Nikki Clarke Show. And I'm also on TikTok. I just recently joined TikTok. You can look me up, Dr. Nikki Clarke. So thank you so much for tuning in and supporting.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see how many TikTok views I'm going to get with you on this, because this is going on TikTok too. It's going to be powerful, folks. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, Doc already knows this, but guys, why do we do this, Doc? Why do we do this? Doc, this is why we do this.
Because you matter.
That's right. That's right. Doc, you matter. I matter. All 9 billion people on the planet, you matter as well. That's what it's all about, folks. And it's exciting, Doc, because there's no, it's unlimited potential out there. So, we don't run out of guests unless you just stop having guests, right? There's so many guests to get to still, right? We got 9 billion people still to get to sometime. That's going to be wonderful.
1 billion stories of transformation.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how we really close that gap on getting to know each other, folks. Now, you don't have to tell all your business to everybody, obviously, right, folks? But just to get to know somebody, right? Just say hi. And if they want to say hi, that's fine. But if they don't say hi back, that's okay too. Keep it moving. There's another 9 billion out there. So keep it moving, folks. Don't get all bent out of shape. Somebody don't talk to you. It's okay. It's okay. Not everybody's ready to do that. So we understand that. So they may be in their little world, and that's wonderful. And we're so excited that they are as well. Wow. Hey, guys, we got to get out of here because we got to keep things moving. Doc, I want to give you some final thoughts here. Anything you like to say as we wrap up this wonderful day? Hey, guys, I've been talking to Dr. Nikki Clarke. She's entrepreneur, author, media personality, and community leader. More details on her website, guys. I want to encourage you to purchase her books, share the books, share the links, all the above. I want you guys to push out the website. Once you look at it, push it out on all your social media platforms. I want at least 1,000 folks to see the website. And, so I want at least 10 or 20 people to contact her if you have platforms to invite her as your guest. But Doc, any final thoughts for today, and any shout outs, anything you want to say as we close out?
Thank you. Absolutely. I want to thank you again for your time, Kevin. You're brilliant, and I am grateful for what you have created to bring voices together and to remind people that they matter. I'm very happy to invite anyone to come and take a look at the website. I spend a lot of time to make sure that there's information that can move you to become unstuck professionally or personally. And if you want to get to know me, feel free to reach out and let's set up a meeting. Let's see how we can synergize. For the masses, I just want you to know also that you are enough, you are chosen, and your best chapters are still unfolding. Thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, wow. That's powerful, Doc. Thank you so much for your time. We've been working on this for a minute, but guys, you got to keep going. Keep going. We know Dr. Nikki's busy. I'm busy. You all are busy out there, but we got a calendar, right? Put it on the calendar. I don't care if it's next year sometime. It could be next December before you get a guest. That's okay. Put it on the calendar, right? Make sure you get it on there, Doc. That's so powerful. Well, Doc, what an honor, what a pleasure to have you today. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I'm gonna put a little music in the background as we get ready to close out a little bit. But Doc, thank you again for your time. I'm excited. As you know, you are always welcome to come back. So if you got a new book, new film, new movie, anything God download to you that you're doing, we want to hear about it. Okay.
Yeah, I would be so honored. And I just want to wish you, Kevin, and everyone out there, happy holidays and stay safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, Doc, if you're ever in the metro Atlanta area, let us know so we can promote that before you come here. If you're speaking or doing a book review or book signing, whatever, let us know if you come through for a minute. And we'll be glad to have you on for a few seconds, let people know where you're at so we can come support you as well. And
Thank you.
so I appreciate you so much. Hey, guys, we got to go. Hey, hold on a minute, Doc, as we close out today. Hey, this has been Power Connections. I am so excited. Matter of fact, my cheeks were hurting from smiling so much today, Doc, because I love it. It's so wonderful to have you on today. And this is what it's all about, guys. It's all about you. Our goal is to promote you. So if you're an entrepreneur, right, author, you got information, good information, right? You got words of wisdom. Matter of fact, Doc, I got at least 15 different podcast titles right now. So we got all kind of shows. So for you, guy, we got one for health and wellness. I got my newest one, Doc, is called the wisdom from the past, or wisdom from the past is one of my other ones I got. Also, 2 reflections. Can't wait to bring you back on to talk about reflections. What brought you to you kind of gave us a lot of it today, but we have Reflections is another program where we talk about your journey, how you got here today, just lessons learned, you don't have to tell everything, but just lessons learned and things that would help people grow, because life is exciting, guys. But all I wanted to know, well, how do I win? I just want to know how to win. That's all. I know stuff comes up, but I don't want to be defeated, right? We don't want to be losing. So I wanted to learn. And I think we've learned a lot of that, Doc, over the years. And you learn a lot of it when you talk to other people, right? How they did certain things. Man, say if they went through all of that, man, what am I complaining about? I can do it too, right? That's powerful.
And there's no shame in sharing your story.
Right, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, I was telling somebody, a lot of times the books that we write, folks, are for us to release. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think we get more out of writing the book than the people that read the books, which is wonderful. And I think that's what it's all about too as well. Hey guys, as my mentor would say, you good, Doc? Any final thoughts? You good?
I was just going to underscore what you said, that every story that you share gives someone permission to rise. So get that story out. You're going to save life.
Yeah, exactly, guy. And you can contact Doc, right? If you got a story, right, to tell, give her a holler, folks. She can guide you. She can mentor you in that area as well. And our young adults, don't forget, guys, you need a mentor. You need a coach. You need a trainer. You need a teacher, right? Get somebody in your life that you can trust, guys. And if you need some help, we can help you, okay? Give us a holler and say, hey, can you mentor me? That's all you need to ask. And we'll do some venting. We'll check you out a little bit more, and we'll be glad to help you guys out, okay, as well. But call and contact Dr. Nikki if you guys, specifically the women, right? If you guys need a specific coach or a mentor, contact Doc and say, Doc, can you mentor me? You look like a nice person. But check her out, guy. Her bio is awesome. We didn't read it all today, but it's on the website, but it's powerful. And I think you'll have a great mentor there when you select Dr. Clarke for your needs. Okay, that's for my young adults and even some of you older adults, right? You may need a mentor as well. Be glad to help you. I love it. Also, too, matter of fact, real quickly, Dr. Nikki, we've been talking to active seniors. Can you talk to seniors for a quick minute? Active seniors that love stuff like this, man. So real quick, can you say hi to the seniors? I love it.
Seniors, I gotta say, I have such a soft spot for you. I love you.
They're awesome.
And I'm a mama and daddy's girl, so my parents are in their 80s, and I contact them every day, not only to check on them, but just to learn from them. So I say to you seniors, you are a wealth of wisdom. And I just love spending time with you. So stay strong, connect with us. And also for those of you listening and watching, connect with a senior because they are fantastic fantastic mentors.
Yeah. Highly recommend. Yeah, that's powerful, Doc. Hey, Doc, I want to encourage everybody, guys, please get permission, of course, for all the seniors in your family. If they have their faculties, right, they have their mental capacities good, you need to record them.
Mm-hmm.
You need to ask questions, key questions but let them know what you're going to be doing, right? But for the family, mainly for the family purposes, right? So please interview, put them on audio, video, whatever. Ask questions about how they were raised, how they survived, how their mindset was, maybe about recipes, right, Doc? Anything that you want to talk about. But the key is to capture that for the young ones that are in your family that will listen to the video later on and say, oh, that's my great-great-grandmama. Oh, wow, look at her. She looks just like me, whatever, that type of thing. So please, guys, I encourage you to document. It could be a documentary, it could be a movie, whatever you got for your family, right? Some people got some serious families. They got a lot of families, right? 300 or 400 family members today. So document, okay? If you want to do that, guys, please consider that. The goal is just to capture the wisdom, as Dr. Clarke mentioned earlier. Capture the wisdom so you can learn from that, because, man, I tell you, we're standing on the shoulders of a lot of great people, as you know, Doc, for sure. Wasn't for them, we wouldn't even be talking right now, but no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So
I did just that, Kevin. I interviewed my father in April in Jamaica, and he shared his whole story. So that's on YouTube if you want to take a glance at my dad's story and find out what makes me tick. That's because of Mr. Clarke. And now my family has it. My children and their children will have that documented.
Exactly. That's brilliant, Doc. I'm so glad you did that, because, guys, it's wonderful to hear how did dad raise daughters, right? How did he raise sons? You want to know that. How do you raise all your sons are doctors, and whatever they come out to be? You want to hear about that. How did you do that, Dad? How did you do that, Mom? You got all your daughters are running businesses. They're billionaires. I want to know how you encourage them. So that's what it's all about, guys. So I'm excited, guys. I'm sure. Hey, we got to go. Hey, guys, don't forget to share this out on all your social media platforms. Without a doubt, I know somebody is going to be blessed from the words of Dr. Nikki Clarke today, inspiration, and also the empowerment that she gave today as well. Again, thank you so much, Doc, for that words for those who are listening today, live and later on as well. Hey, guys, I want you to also to get excited about your wonderful life. As my mentor would say, remember to always out-love, out-serve, and I'll forgive each other. And remember, there's nothing you can't do with the right mindset. Don't forget to go to Dr. Nikki's website, guys, NikkiClarkeNetwork.com. Also, she has a podcast. You guys want to be a guest for next year, you guys can contact her for that as well. All right, Doc, appreciate you so much. Have an awesome day. Happy holidays, and enjoy all the moments, Doc. All the moments. Enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, you too as well. And guys, God bless you all as well. And be intentional, guys, and enjoy the moments as we just stated as well. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. This has been Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn and my wonderful guests from up north there, guys, in Canada, Dr. Nikki Clarke. God bless you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
For now.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.